Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another video. It is time to upgrade your identity. It's time to upgrade your reality. Here we are in early January of 2025. The old you, that version of you that you left behind in 2024, is now gone. You have the opportunity, as we restart the new year, to upgrade your identity from the inside out. It's a question of who you choose to be, because indeed it is a choice on what you choose to think, how you choose to carry yourself, what you choose to do, who will you become during this year. What do you want for yourself in the year of 2025? One of the beautiful things about the new year is it is the reset button. It's a reset button for all of us. The year resets and we have a whole 12 months of new opportunities to grow, to learn from our mistakes, and to upgrade our identity. In that upgrading our identity, our reality improves, our finances improve, we come in alignment with our purpose, we discover more about ourselves, our relationships improve, but it's all a choice. So who will you become in 2025? How will you upgrade your identity? How have you been so far in this first week of January? Have you noticed about yourself that you've already been falling back into old patterns? Or are you coming into this new year with a breath of fresh air and an opportunity to start something new, to become somebody different, to become somebody better? It's an opportunity, it's a challenge, it's work, but of course you know that it is worth it as well. One of the biggest goals that many of us have, myself included, one of the most common ones is getting in shape, improving our physical health. Great time to do that as the new year comes around. What I've noticed is it comes to our ability to, one, choose what we want for ourselves, but to create momentum, to create habits in order to update and improve our identity. So if the 2025 version of you is in shape, they're fit, they have tons of energy, they look great, but more importantly, they feel great, and they do go hand in hand, are you embodying those habits and beginning to build momentum with that version of you? Have you begun to be more mindful of what you eat and how much you eat? Are you being mindful of your sleep patterns? Are you being mindful of how much water you're drinking? Have you signed up and taken initiative and taken action to get into group workout classes, to hire a personal trainer, to go to yoga, whatever that modality of fitness is for you? Have you taken steps to embody that version of you? Because the 2024 version of you that was unhealthy, that gained all this extra weight, that had low energy, they had a whole different set of habits. They had a whole different lifestyle. And that came from the choices that that version of you made in 2024. So how will you upgrade your physical identity? How will you upgrade your mindset? Will you choose to see things that don't go your way in 2025 and with the victim mentality saying, oh, woe is me, here we go again? Or will you choose to see them as an opportunity to overcome, to learn the wisdom and the lessons from each situation and see it as an opportunity to become a better person? That 2025 version of you that can handle these types of rejections, of failures, of setbacks. It's all wisdom, it's all learning, and it comes down to your choice. So what did you leave behind in 2024? Let me know in the comments below. And more importantly, who are you becoming in 2025? How will you upgrade your identity? One of the books I've mentioned before is a book called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. This gentleman was a plastic surgeon in, I believe, 1970s, 1980s, or he was a career surgeon, plastic surgeon. And what he noticed in that book that he writes about is that he would have two people get the same exact surgery. Two men would come in with a very similar scar on their face. They both had low confidence and just felt terrible about themselves because what they had thought about themselves, their identity was entrenched, ingrained in this scar on their face. And what he noticed is after the plastic surgery, he would see one gentleman with nearly the same results of removing the scar, completely gone, looking like a whole new person. That one gentleman would literally walk out the same day or the next day an entirely new person with a new lease on life, because that old version of him, that identity, the poor, nobody likes me, I'm unattractive version that was tied to the scar had disappeared. And what he noticed was the other gentleman, even though same results, if not better, became an entirely different person physically, still didn't change at all. And the reason why was because of their self-concept of their self, what they chose to think about themselves and their own identity. So the choice is yours on how you want to view yourself. The choice is yours on how you will move in 2025, what you will create, what you will do. Who are you becoming? It's all about becoming. So who are you becoming? Are you reverting back to the old behaviors? Are you reverting back to the excuses, the I'm too tired, the I'm too busy, that I don't have enough time, whatever it is that 2024 version of you has always said? Or are you reframing your personal narrative and saying the old version of me that said that is now gone. I have more time and energy than I've ever had before in my life. And even if though on the surface it doesn't look like that, I'm creative and resourceful enough to create the time, to create the resources, to meet the people. I'm no longer worried about fear of rejection. I'm no longer worried about this codependency that I needed in my relationships. I'm no longer worried about the opinions of other people. I move with power. I move with authenticity. I move with clarity in my mind and in my heart. It's all a choice. What are you choosing to think about yourself? What is the identity that you are choosing to create? Who are you becoming? It's time for you to upgrade your life by upgrading your identity. And that identity comes from a place of clarity and choice. It's what you choose to think. It's what you choose to believe. And as you choose to think and believe who you will become, it's now time for you to take action and embody the version of you that is in alignment with the new identity that you are creating, that you are stepping into. So take some time to reflect if you need it. What did you leave behind? And then set very clear intentions and goals. Who is this version of me? Here I am at X amount of pounds, super in shape. Who is that version of me? How do they act? How do they carry themselves in and out of the workouts? What is their mentality? What is that version of you? That's the version of you that you've got to tap into as you will step into that identity. And this isn't a one-time thing. This is a daily thing, because you're rewiring your subconscious beliefs. You're becoming a new person. That doesn't happen overnight. It takes consistency. It takes persistence. It takes effort. It takes reflection. It takes humility to learn, to admit your mistakes, because you're becoming a new person. You don't know what it's going to be like. You've never been this person. You just know they're going to be better, but you're going to make mistakes on the line, along the line. That's part of the learning process. That's what they're there for. So be clear on who you are becoming in 2025 and what that identity, what this version of you is like, whether it's more money, a purposeful career, a loving relationship, better health. You want to create whatever it is you want to create in your life. Get clear on it first, and then tap into who that version of you is. Who is he? Who is she? How does she carry herself? How does he or she think? And once you're clear on how they carry themselves, who they're embodying to be and how they think, then you will be pulled to do the actions. Then you'll get into the do. As you do that, you will eventually have that with time and consistency. So clarity, identity, who are you becoming, and then consistency over time to take the actions to begin to embody that new version of yourself. This is where we're going. Since we all had time off during the holidays, a lot of the progress we make during the end of the year, it can be a challenge to begin to get going here in the new year. So the invitation for you is create momentum by taking baby steps first. The quote that comes to mind is Amelia Earhart. The hardest part is getting started. The rest is merely tenacity. So we're trying to get the ball rolling here. Don't think about it. Just push yourself. Just go. Choose. Step powerfully and choose into that action, Be clear on who you're becoming. Begin to embody that. Begin to build momentum little by little. Again, consistency day after day. Connect with yourself. Connect with your vision. I am in the best shape of my life this year. This is who I am. This is what we're doing. This is how we do it in 2025. That's what I got for you today, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.